morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Tank Nation. And we also want to welcome Inspiration Addicts. What's up, Inspiration Addicts? That's the other channel that we have as well too, that we will be launching, so we will be sharing these platforms. So today it is the overcast here on this Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. Not so much early, but early for some people. We went and grabbed the 93 Isuzu, prepping it, getting ready to go to the shop, get some major work done. And I come to a realization that when I first, before I start blubbering on and getting on, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in with us on this another episode of Tank Nation. So, let me give you a little bit background of this truck here. So, when I got back into the country a little bit over 3 years ago, I returned back to the country, and I decided to get into the trucking industry. Now I jumped back over I was going to go back into the reefer, which is refrigeration, and then I ended up going over to dry goods, and that wasn't quite financially rewarding. And then I went over to tanker, which thus far has been very, very, very beneficial and life enhancing to the 10th degree. And when I seen this truck here, and I bought a van, and I ended up buying 2 of these trucks and a van, but I got this truck here and the van in a package deal, so I ended up only spending a couple of grand on this one here. And this is a 93 Isuzu NPR. So the game plan was to turn this into a mobile mechanic shop. So I make a long story short, it ended up being approximately over 3 years. So now I went ahead and it's been a process like anything else. It's always a process with whatever you're getting into. So now I decided, like, let's go ahead and then I got with I teamed up with D&B Diesel, Mr. Diesel himself, and we got the mobile mechanic shop rolling, but we're not using this. So this here is more so for the big trucks, and trucks this size itself too. But it can do all kind of mechanic work, whatever. But I was focusing on my 2013 D13 Volvo. So make a long story short, this truck here has a lot of, as you see, she needs some cosmetics done to her. And it has a lot of work that needs to be accomplished in it. I'm going to show you some of the insides of it. So with this one here, Mr. Diesel's going to have his work cut out. As you see, she needs some serious TLC. And actually, when I went to put new tires on yesterday, they had issues putting on the tires, all of the tires. So on the other side, so we got new tires all the way around 10 plies, except for the inner tire on this side. They couldn't take it off because they didn't have strong enough impact guns, so I was told to take off. And as you see, the inner tire in there is a lot older, so we got to do it ourselves, and we oiled everything up. But that's, let me give you a good walk around. And my lock here, something's going on with my lock. Okay, so let me show you some of the insides of it. And she needs some, I promise you, she needs some. She needs some TLC, I promise you. So you can look in the floors, you can literally, when you hear about those people talking about their vehicles and they can look on the ground, I can kind of relate. When you can see the ground, I can definitely relate. And we got a lot of work to do. but the box itself is it's airtight. It is airtight. No leaks, and it runs. It's a diesel, so a diesel for diesel. You get it? Haha. Diesel for diesel. Haha. You get it? Diesel for diesel. But anyway, so, but yeah, I think it's gonna be quite a bit of challenge. He said no problem, but it's going to be, So part of me was like, what have I done? But I had that energy when I saw it, and I had that energy in purchasing it. There it is. I'm so country, but I love it. But I got to keep that same energy and spending this money, and keeping the same energy where it's gonna bring it to another level. So. And we have all the power washers and everything, but I bought another pickup truck and a trailer, so we have to get it down, get it in, and get it serviced up, ready to rock and roll. Which I'm gonna get the water tanks, which I got some water tanks already. I need to order some more water tanks and then get water, and then we can do our own washing, our own power washing. So that's where we are. So I got to keep that same energy and see where it's gonna go. So I decided I would go ahead and start logging this and filming this and see where we go with this, and then maintaining that same energy. I mean, I promise you, and I stay super optimistic and upbeat and everything, but sometimes I question myself like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now on the other side of this equation, once we have everything inside, we can do our own tire changing inside and our everything inside this. Then I believe it's a win-win situation, because I have enough equipment, or we have enough equipment to justify having this when we already have one mobile unit already up, and we're working on a third, and this will be working on the second one, and this will be the third one, but this will be the main one. So. Haven't gave her a name yet, but I don't know. So for some reason I want to be like, oh Sheila, but I'll try to come up with something. I just thought about that song from, I don't know if it was Troop or the same group that sang that song, Let Me Love You Down, and all that other stuff. But anyway, yeah, but this is where we are with it. So part of me is like, whew, I don't know how you're going to pull this off, because I'm not going to raise under the hood. I'm not going to raise, because on this one here, the entire cab come over. So it's a cab over, with the engine has a cab over it. So I don't know if it's called cab over engine or cab, I don't know what you call that. But I'm not going to raise that up and look up under that, because that would be total disrespectful of her. But she needs some work. And like I said, I went ahead and got everything for the oil change, the lubes and everything, air filters. We got new tires. And then from here, we're going to see what's next in this journey. So once again, thank you for tuning in to Tank Nation. I hope that our content is getting better. I hope my presentation and my lingo is getting better, and my articulation is getting better, and my posture and breathing. I'm really working to make improvements. But once again, thank you so much for checking this out, and stay tuned. Be great.